Hi there, my name is Mark, computer science student on campus entrepreneur and Microsoft student ambassador. For the past 2 and 3 years, I have been using Notion as my personal productivity system. And recently, I am now a computer science student and software developer, so I need a system that can help me to supercharge my productivity in terms of software development, version control, planning, and designing software. So I use Notion to help me to supercharge my productivity and use Notion to help me clarify my thought or when it comes to software development, debugging, and so on. So if you don't know what is Notion, Notion is a note-taking and content management system that enables you to create your own page with your highly customized module and blocks. And today we're going to talk about Notion and how you can use Notion as your software management development system. And let's go. Welcome to my channel. So today, before we get started, if you like this video, you get a lot of great insight from this video. Please subscribe and help us to grow this channel, and we will continue to help you guys out how to use Notion and how to use supercharge productivity and so on. So let's go. First of all, we're going to talk about Notion setup and my personal Notion setup philosophy. Based on two main principles. One is database first setup, basically organize every single data that you need to search and organize in database. And also another one I want to talk about is how to use Notion in a modular basis, where you organize every single content in module. Let's help you to organize this and also help you to search and understand your content in very quickly manner. So we're going to talk about first, we're going to look at our Teamy product demand center versus our the page I create for my startup, and also our product development team to supercharge their productivity. So when it comes to looking at this project, you will suddenly notice that there's a page. Within that page, we organize the contents, or you can call it block, in different modules. For example, it's an office module, RT lab, demo room, DevOps center, and so forth. And also we got a block where it's a special module is especially designed for progress tracker, where manages your progress and so forth, and so on. Also, we got a calendar to manage your daily tasks, manage your schedule, and so on. And so we can look at it based on this modular design concept, how we can use Notion to supercharge my software development process and leverage my development experiences. So let's start with, first of all, we can look at the online at the office, which is the most important part of the entire pages. And first of all, got progress tracker, and we can track the progress for different sub project within the software development task. And also we got wikis. Wikis is very important when it comes to software engineering. That's make everyone on this team and everyone beyond this team understand what is the software mainly about and how to use the software, how to use API, and so on. So we also got API documentation management, how to document the API with different version and with different use case scenario. And so we also got version control. Version control is very important when it comes to managing software, because we need GitHub or Git to manage all this report and resource and running needed because of managing the software. So we're going to look at especially a version controls of management, or how you can manage that to solve your problem properly in version control. So first of all, we're going to start with the idea of this is a database. How to use that? Well, you can create a database, and when you want to create anything on Notion, you can simply type / and you can type in the content you want in the database. You can type in that to-do list. You can simple headline, or you can use database. For example, use table database. So we're using this one, and you can directly create a database that you can use. You can customized. So once you have that, I'm going to give you a tour on how I use Notion as my database, as my version control management software. And first of all, let's talk about the team, like the Office, version control management. And this one we're gonna have a name, which is kind of like a unique ID for your table. It's kind of a relational database. So we got a name, and with that name for this, you can regard this as an object. And with that object, there is simple property. And these are the property. Like for instance, status. You need status to monitor your given person's status commit, where this version is stable, where it's still in progress, it's still in development, where it's a bug. So for status, we got like different kind of status in project, software development project. For example, we got development is still in programming process. We got it still need to troubleshooting. We got there's a bug where we already commit that to fork, we already commit to master branch, we already push that to fork or the master branch. That's difference. And that also we got a date, like dates that help you to understand when to start and also the date of when to end it. And also we had responsible for different team members within the software development team. For example, we got a like front-end developer, like this is a front-end task that we need to include front-end developer in that task. How many remaining team, that's the task you need to be responsible for and the things that you need to take care of. And so also we need to recruit the technical stack that is involved in that development task. For example, on the technical side, if you are front-end programming, you probably need for example, a React.js front-end framework where you got using that React Native or Material UI, the UI kit that you'll be using, and where you are database management. For example, this front-end development, and I find the environment, especially for you can just type in front-end development. Once you have that, you can tap, for instance, development. We got dates right here, and deadline will be set on soon. And I'm front-end developer, so we use one for that. And I'll be using React.js, and that's it. Or also you can create another test stack where the software kit will be using for managing your project. And that's good Material UI. Also, you can color grade. Not color grade, color, you can color in your label. It's kind of just like a label. So you can color your label to make sure that is meeting your color organization system. Then you can probably need that if you have that kind of framework system that you've been using for years or months. Especially this one of the use cases I've been using. Another one is called troubleshooting and bug control center. That's really important as well because we need to keep everyone on this team on the same page that here is our trying to resolve where there's a bug in our software and we need to take care of that. So that's basically the whole idea of this page for software development. That's basically how I use Notion as a software developer and also as a team leader. So here's the point. We need to have, and here's the point. Once you have that system, how I leverage that, my development experiences. The development work is basically done in IDE, where you can also include GitHub or this kind of version control software that will leverage your experience in. In the past, that Notion is a isolated system that it's not able to fetch your data from Notion, where it's not possible to get data from an external resource, put it into Notion. So, but right now, just a month before, Notion has released their beta API. So it's possible for you to integrate Azure, or even VS Code or GitHub data to get the information from like your office to your product development page. And you can also enable some of the product their embedded software on Notion. So for example, if you want to design front-end and UI UX design, you probably need Figma to embed your design. So it's very important to do so. So for example, you can type Figma, they already embed into Notion. So you can type in Notion Figma pages, and then you can, for example, you can connect the boards together, and that's how you create your own design pages for product development. And that's basically how I use Notion personally and with our team in terms of our software development. And it basically supercharges our productivity and clarity when it comes to software development. It's also helping us a lot to debugging and collaborating with each other. And if you want to know more about my workspace and how I use Notion, here are some of the video I already created for how I use Notion as a software developer and how I use Notion as a computer science student. So if you want to know more about how I use Notion, I will continue to make a video like this. And stay tuned for the upcoming video, and see you next time. Please subscribe, and let's move on to the next video. Thank you very much. See you next time.